Welcome to Next Step Advanced Sketching Techniques. And today, students, we're going to learn how to sketch a photorealistic fruit bowl or fruit basket. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a table that our fruit can sit on. So we're going to do a flipped sideways L in italics to start off. And then we're going to do a flipped, double flipped, reverse, italicized L going the other way. You can see how this little trick will indeed add a table. Now, to do a bowl that our fruit's going to be in, we're going to do a sideways C. Now here's a little trick of the trade. You can see this line from the table is cutting into our bowl. Do we need to erase that? No, erasing is for the novice. So what we're going to do is add another line here. Then we're going to do a series of interconnected loops. Loops, L-O-O-P-S. It's just another way of describing kind of a curvy shape that continues on, maybe like spaghetti noodles that you've arranged in this particular way. All right, what's our first fruit going to be? What about the exotic banana found originally in the Caribbean? So the banana's going to start off really wide, and it's going to get smaller, and it's also going to curve. Bananas have a natural curve to them. That does not mean it's abnormal. And they're going to have these little lines. All right, so we've got our banana. Oh, and let me just add this. A lot of times when I was a kid, I would love to, I'd always want to take these stickers off. The stickers are from the company who makes the banana. And I would always want to have once we purchased the banana, I would ask my grandmother if I could have one. I was never allowed to. Her friend, who I consider his family too, really didn't feel comfortable with me having such, he'd say they were frivolous. All right, let's go on to the next fruit. So we're going to draw an apple. An apple's going to have a stem at the top. That's where it connects to the shrub or the bush. And apples are going to kind of curve up a little bit on the bottom here. And apples have leaves, 2 leaves on each side. All right, let's go to our next. Now for blueberries or grapes, blueberries are just going to be a smaller version of grapes. You're going to have some bigger and some smaller. You're just going to do a series of interconnected hexagons, which all build upon the other. And grapes are going to have a vine. They hang down. You ever heard of low-hanging fruit? There you go. So there's going to be some vines and branches and maybe a grape coming off of here. What other fruits shall we draw today, students? Well, let's go ahead and draw an orange. An orange is going to be round, cylindrical is the shape, technical term. And you can kind of see the slices on the inside of an orange if the light's bright enough. So let's basically draw a bright light for our viewers so there's no confusion. So we just got a bright light coming here, the light pole in the base. And of course it plugs in to the wall there. All right, moving on. Can we fit anything else in this fruit bowl? I don't think so. I think we've about covered all of the fruits that are available for man and woman. Maybe a kiwi. Well, let's do a pear, actually. hairs are basically shaped like bowling pins. There we go. And our table will need legs. So let's go ahead and draw some legs. To be photorealistic, we want to do 3D, so we want to make sure the legs get smaller as we move away from the table. If this is a wood table, it's going to have some grains. Wood grains with circles. This is where the lumberjack puts these circles in as they're cutting the wood. This is normal. These are honest mistakes. Mistake circles, lumberjacks, as long as they're not too frequent in the wood, then it's okay. So anytime you see a circle in wood, it's a lumberjack mistake. All right, let's add a picture up here and make this more photorealistic. And we'll add a nice realistic picture of the sun shining down and maybe a plant growing towards the sun here with its flower petals. And then maybe a pond in the back. Look at this, folks. Nice wooden boat with an oar. All right, so looking good. It does seem a little naked in this region here. So let's do maybe another picture just to fill out the space that we have available. And this picture is going to maybe hang from a nail. I was only allowed to have one picture in my room once I became a teenager. I chose a cruise ship. What did you choose? We'll do a picture of the ocean here. And maybe a little mischievous crab looking to try to pinch something to inflict pain. And crabs have 2 legs on each side and very large antennas. Then we can do a seashell, and then maybe a nice photorealistic conch shell. Maybe we'll have a sun here as well. And in the distance, maybe a tug ship carrying its cargo of spices to a land far off. All right, folks, so it looks like we've got a good photorealistic sketch here. So let's go ahead and grab your outliner. You have 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's get started. So you don't want to outline everything in a drawing, in an advanced sketch, just certain things, because light's not going to hit everything with the same intensity, correct? Correct. All right, so we've got our pear and our banana, and now our grapes. Excellent. And then our orange. Hey, what about our picture? Beautiful picture of a photorealistic, maybe in a small town, on a farm. Nice flower. The bright sun shining down. There's another sun right there. All right. So these outlines are really going to draw attention to certain features of the drawing. All right, now let's get out our coloring devices. So today I've chosen the color yellow. It's one of my favorite colors. You don't have to color everything. The beauty is in conservatism. How about that? The less you color, the more realistic it is. All right, so we're going to color the sun. That's yellow. That's yellow. Of course, many flowers can be yellow. And, of course, the ubiquitous banana, the exotic fruit of the tropical Midwest. We'll color that in. Grapes can be a greenish-yellow color. Oh, and light is certainly yellow. You can also envision that this lamp is yellow. Maybe the legs to this table. And maybe the nice squiggly marks here are yellow. And apples, some apples are a greenish yellow, so we can certainly do that. And since orange is so close to yellow, we can certainly color our orange with the yellow. Pears can also be yellow. There's different types of pears. And what about our beach scene here? Maybe this boat had a nice fresh coat of paint.